Hi loves, welcome to my channel. This Mama Loves Disney. Okay, so my share for today are these cute little sundaes. Aren't these adorable? They look like real ice cream. Isn't that awesome? I thought I was trying to figure out a way, but I was trying to figure out a craft that I can send to somebody that would be really a cute birthday gift. And so I thought, well, why not Sundays? And so I ended up running across a few ladies that were doing all kinds of faux foods. And they were making sundaes, the large sundaes. And I figured, you know what? Let me see if I could figure out how to do the small sundaes first. So this is my small sundae. So what I ended up doing is I went to Dollar Tree looking for some of these little small glasses right here. I could not find the small ones. So I ended up going to a thrift store and I found some at a thrift store, and I just so happened to come across these four that are all matching. And I had shared in a previous video that I had picked up this one and I only found one of these. Okay, and so you need a glass of some kind. I ended up using some of these styrofoam balls in the video that I ended up watching. The lady ended up using the large balls, but because this was small, you just kind of want it for height. So when you go to put your spackling in, it's not gonna just sink to the bottom. You wanna have some kind of stability for it, okay? Then I ended up getting 3 of these paints, which end up making, like, I guess you would say, a Neapolitan sundae. So I ended up getting the Cracker Barrel ones at Walmart. And I got antique parchment. I ended up getting the chocolate bar, and I got the Princess Pink. I don't know if it really makes a difference if some is satin and some is matte. I have no idea. I just thought the colors look, you know, when looking at the colors, they all look like ice cream to me. So that's what I got. I also, at Dollar Tree, I ended up getting some of this Mod Podge matte. And then at Dollar Tree, I got some lightweight spackling. And I ended up getting a few of these containers. So like one container I used for like each color, okay? And then at Walmart, I ended up buying some of these decorative Wilton's bags that are for cake decorating, okay? And you just cut the tips off, and then you put your tip inside. I ended up using the flower tip right here. Okay. And then I also, in the inside, I ended up using this Vicky Bouton paints. I ended up using this rose gold glaze. I ended up using the gold glaze, and then I also used a silver glaze. And I did pick these up at Tuesday morning. You don't necessarily have to use these. The lady in the video just used the regular chocolate color, so you can use whatever you want. I just thought it would be fun to make, you know, different colors. So this one's gold, then there's silver, and then there's the pink, and then I made another gold. Then I ended up using some of this really super fine glitter that Josephine had gifted me. And then I used some of these sprinkles that Susan had gifted me. You can tell I've been using a lot of sprinkles because it was a lot bigger bag. And then next time I'm going to use the ones that Armin had gifted me for my last one. I thought these would be really cute. Maybe I could just mix them. We'll see. Okay, so then what I did is I ended up painting the little balls. I put them on the very bottom. I went ahead and got the spackling, and I used a spatula, and I put a little bit of the, sorry, can you hear the ice cream man? It's kind of throwing me off my groove right now. But I went ahead and put some of the chocolate inside there and just mixed it up with the spatula, and same with the other 2 colors. Oh, I forgot one thing. I'm so sorry. I also have a small ice cream scoop that I used as well. Okay, so then I mixed the ice cream, sorry, I mixed them and then scooped out the ice cream, and then you have to let it dry. My first time that I did it, I did not let it dry long enough before I put the fudge on, okay? So you have to make sure that it dries all the way before you put the fudge on. So I would say maybe a day or two, depending on, you know, like our house has the air conditioner on, so, you know, it kind of dries it pretty fast. But I would be careful and just say, just give it 2 days, okay, to dry, because it is pretty thick. So you want to at least give it some time to dry, okay? So once you have it dried, you'll get your you'll get your Mod Podge. I just ended up, once I was done with the spackling, I just ended up using a little, I cleaned it out, and I just ended up using a little jar, and went ahead and mixed a little bit of the Mod Podge, and you don't really need a lot. It's better to use a little than a lot. So do a little bit at a time, and then you can always add more, because, you know, once you're done making it, I don't know if you'll need it again, but I didn't need it, so you're just better off making a little bit at a time. So I mix these 2 ingredients together, or 2 items, not ingredients, I'm sorry. And then I just drizzled it on there, okay? That's another thing, you gotta let that completely dry, because if you don't let it dry, it's just gonna seep into the vanilla and seep into the pink, and it will look horrible. It does not look good, so let it dry. And then once it's dried, then you're gonna get your caulk, and you can actually use the ready-to-use ones that are just the little small squirt ones, and I would suggest to squirt them in one of these bags first with the lid. You don't necessarily have to. If you don't want the wavy lines, you don't have to. You can just go ahead and swirl it on there really cute as well. And then you can either use like the back of a spoon, just get a spoon and use the back of a spoon and just go around if you like. And then you just get your, what I ended up doing first is I put my sprinkles on first, and I just went ahead and sprinkled them. And it was better to lay it sideways and then just twist it as you put the sprinkles on. And then I went over it with a little bit of the glitter just to give it some, I don't know, you just want to give it some pizzazz. So I went ahead and did that. And then also I ended up ordering these cherries from Amazon. They're faux cherries. I saw some at one of my dollar stores, but they just, they just look terrible. The stems didn't look right. And these stems are kind of really long, but it's okay. I think they did it. It does its effect. So aren't they adorable? I thought, gosh, isn't this a cute way to gift somebody a happy birthday? And then I have my little spoons that are here, and you can just add a little spoon. I tried putting the spoon in there at first, and then I decided against it. So I thought, you know, what I'm going to do is try to wrap this probably in some tissue paper and put it in a bag, and then I'll just put the spoon with it. And I thought that would be a good idea. But I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in and taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.